So this week's topic is books without romance, and that was real difficult, to be honest, because as you may know, I don't really like romance in my books, but still, almost all of them have some kind of romance in them. So, hello everybody, I'm Katie. This is Top 5 Wednesday. We haven't had that in a while. Top 5 Wednesday was created by Lainey from Gender Reads Lainey and is now hosted by Sam from Thoughts on Tomes. I will link everything in the description below, so you can check all of it out if you want. And without further ado, let's hop into all of the books that I have read that don't feature romance, and most of them you're probably gonna see again in next week's Top 5 Wednesday. So let's talk about it. So number one, this is in no particular order. Number one is A Face Like Glass by Frances Hardinge. Hardinge, yeah. I've read this not too long ago, actually. There's a full-on review if you want to check it out. So this book is a little bit like Neverwhere from Neil Gaiman, featuring the Fairyland series by Catherine Valente, but without romance. So in this book, 12-year-old Neverfell, who is a resident in the underground city of Caverna, which is this magical place where they produce magical food and that can do magical stuff with you, has to always wear a mask, and she doesn't know why that is. And she's naturally very curious and wants to, you know, roam free through the city, but she's not allowed to. And when she one day escapes her, not prison, but where she lives, or she goes outside from where she lives, and you know, gradually is confronted with Caverna, she finds out why she has to wear a mask and what the secret of Caverna is. And I found it very good, actually. I really enjoyed this book. The writing style is beautiful in this book, so I do recommend it. And Neverfell has a really beautiful story arc, and as I said, if you like a little bit like a darker children's book, then I would recommend this to you. So, maybe I can put them back here. Be like an awesome booktuber. No, I can't. Okay, no, we don't do that apparently here. All right, let's move on. So next up is The Dreaming Place by Charles Lint. This is a beautiful, pretty little book that you probably all can read in one sitting. This is a book of the New Vaught series, but you can read it as a standalone. It is not really connected to the other books in the series. It tells a story of, oh, I've read this, it's been a few months, of Ash and her, of Nina and Ash. They are cousins. Ash has lost her mother or father. She lost her family, definitely, basically, and she now has to live with Nina, and they both they don't really like each other, and it's about their relationship and a threat that they have to deal with. Also, this book has a little bit of Native American folklore sprinkled into it. I think it is, you know, not like real folklore, but it's based on Native American folklore. I can't judge how accurate it is, because that is a topic that I am shockingly ignorant in, and I do intend to change it, but so far I can't really. I do, however, think that Charles Lint, you know, knows his stuff and that he treats the Native American culture with respect. So I do recommend it. The relationship between the two, you know, sisters, cousins, is very cute, and also no romance, which is, you know, the theme of the video. So, oh, excuse me, sorry, little book, I just threw it. And so next up is the only adult book that I've selected. I don't know, all the other adult books have some form of romance, or if not romance, sex in them, which I kind of count as romance. I don't know, is that romance? If it's not really romantic, they just fuck. Is that romance, or is that just fucking? I'm not quite sure what the, you know, general limitations are here. So anyway, The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman. This is a story, or this is about a man who returns to his home for a funeral, and he remembers, or he how do I say that best? He remembers his childhood, and he remembers a girl he knew called Letty Hemstock, and that she called the pond behind her house an ocean, and what kind of adventure he, you know, he lived or he experienced with her. And I really liked it. It's a very interesting, very unusual book, but it's written by Neil Gaiman, so you know it's good. I really enjoyed it. But it's been a while since I've read it. I had, however, the urge to reread this, so I probably will do that in the future. So, next up, it's a children's book. It's Diana Wynne Jones's A Tale of Time City. I read this a year ago and I really enjoyed it. It's a fun little read, a lot of adventure. Vivian Smith, the protagonist, she is on the train that transports the refugee children out of London to the country in Second World War, and she basically gets abducted by these two boys from this city that exists out of time from the train station. And she wants to go back, but they can't really figure out how to bring her back, and they have to find this person. And because Time City is basically in danger and is about to collapse, and these two boys want to save their home, and now Vivian is kind of in the middle of it and has to deal with that and wants to get home at the same time, and basically all of time is going to collapse in the end. So stakes are pretty high. But there's no romance in there, even though there is our main protagonist girl and a boy at the same age. So, or I think I think that's I don't remember any romance. So, I do really it's a lot of fun. This book is a lot of fun, so I do definitely recommend it. And lastly, we have a book that I've just read a week ago and I enjoyed it a lot. It is called Stormwitch by Susan Vaught. It's about a 16-year-old girl called Ruba in 1969 in Mississippi. She grew up on Haiti, and she now has to live with her grandmother in Mississippi, and she has to deal with the racial issues that come with that, and also with her ancient Amazon heritage, where she has to find big old storm witches. And I really enjoyed it. It's also a very slim little book. This is not an own voices story, I feel like I have to say that. Susan Vaught is a white woman writing about, you know, a black character. So if you don't want to read that, then that's fine. But I think Susan Vaught treated her characters with a lot of respect, and treated the African heritage with a lot of respect, and did her research. And she's a scholar and professor, and I do think that this is done right. So yeah, do recommend this one as well. So that was it for today. Interestingly, I found a lot more children's book without any kind of romance than adult books, which is a shame. I don't think I came, as I said, most of the adult books that came to mind for books without romance, I remembered, oh, there was some kind of sex in there. So apparently adults can't do without sex. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you found some books that you kind of find interesting, and hope you're reading something magical today. Hope you're having a wonderful, beautiful day, or night, or evening, or morning, or whatever time of day it is, and I will see you soon. Bye!